Video made at Rollideo.com. Creating a video is now extremely easy with Rollideo. Here are some quotes from the US Today article. Source breaks down Henry Cavill's behavior and personality change that allegedly got him fired from The Witcher. The surprise news of Henry Cavill's departure from Netflix's The Witcher has caused quite a stir. Officially, the departure is due to overlapping dates and changes in the creative direction. But behind-the-scenes rumors from The Witcher set paint a different picture of the real reason the 39-year-old actor lost his job. One in which Cavill has become so toxic towards women that he was fired from The Witcher, and potentially removed from the Superman franchise as a preemptive strike. In a recent episode of her podcast, Hollywood gossip reporter Dumois shared a story she allegedly received from The Witcher insider that gives an eyebrow-raising account of a change in Cavill's demeanor. The insider reports that he became impossible for women to work with, a big problem for showrunner Lauren Schmidt-Hissrich. The insider reports that Cavill would try to overrule Schmidt-Hissrich at every turn, a major breach of TV policy where showrunners rule every detail down to the buttons of a costume. Soon, Cavill's war with Schmidt-Hissrich was bleeding into the staff in general, with female writers and directors suddenly being completely ignored on set, leading to widespread conflict. Eventually, Cavill's behavior escalated to inappropriate comments. The source clarified that they weren't sexual in nature, but disrespectful yet toxic. The source linked Cavill's behavior to him becoming a video game addict, and addressing the issue of player culture with misogyny. Dumois' source said that Cavill was distracted, he was late, he was obsessed. The notoriously virulent misogyny of video game culture seemed to have rubbed off on Cavill, and he began using inappropriate video game brother slang towards peers. Soon, the source reported, Cavill's whole personality shifted. Cavill has a history of making inappropriate comments about women. In 2018, he criticized the MeToo movement for saying it was impossible to court and prey on women. And he's been criticized for dating much younger women like actress Kaley Cuoco when she was just 19. Let's see some comments on Reddit. He was inappropriate to women. How? He tried to change the writing. Gotta love the victim mentality. Yep, honestly sounds about right. Basically he didn't like the garbage writing, and it happens to be the majority of the writers were women, so in these people's minds it must be because he hates women, and not because he hates shit writing. Just another dickhead in Hollywood who thinks we need to hear how hard it is to date in the Me Too era. What did he say about me, too? Pretty much he implied he is a romantic, and likes to woo and chase women. He said he was scared to be called a rapist and was worried about dating now. Anyone who was worried after the Me Too movement was telling on themselves. I remember when I first read this back when he said it, and thinking like if you're scared to be called a rapist, that's 100% a you problem. This kind of reads like fanfiction, not going to lie. If anything it sounds like he wasn't happy with the show direction and writing. Which we already knew. Also, if the showrunner was a man and it was still as bad as it is, he wouldn't be called sexist for disagreeing and trying to change the show for the better. But because Lauren is a woman, she can do no wrong, and if Henry pushes back on all the terrible changes they made, he's misogynistic? So is he ignoring Lauren because she's a woman, or because she's butchering the source material? I feel like it's easy to pull the sexist card and conflate the two. Also, if most of the writing team is shitting on the source material, wouldn't it make sense he wouldn't highly value their opinions? Most of the writing team are women anyway, so if you ignore some, it'll likely happen to be mostly women by sheer probability. He wasn't being misogynistic to women in a sexual or inappropriate way, but most likely professionally demeaning and lots of inappropriate language. Things like women can't make decisions seems to be a big claim in this case given how much he was fighting with the showrunner supposedly. Video made at Rollideo.com. Rollideo is a super easy tool to automatically create videos with auto-generated voiceovers and the exact subtitles. Thanks for watching.